Hello and welcome back. Let's go across to the management at Thyrocare. Dr. A Velumani is now with us. Sir, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Could you just talk to us about what do you expect in terms of these, case spikes that we are seeing in terms of testing? What is the sort of activity that is happening? Are you getting a sense that there is a very strong COVID wave once again?
Not that I am fully convinced that there is a second wave. We did go to around 1,200 deaths per day in September end. Fortunately, in February, we are in double digits. That is something which, if from September to February, if there was no second wave, there is no need for us to be panicked about the second wave. Having said that, virus is not tired, weak, dead. Virus is around. It will keep exposing people for virus. If they have what you call as an antibody-based herd immunity, they are less likely to have symptoms that put them to the bed, less likely to put them in the hospital. I have seen numbers which says there is an increase in the number of infected, but I am yet to see increase in the number of deaths. So I am of that firm opinion because we've opened up a lot of, especially the local train, which is overcrowded at any standard. So there must be some spurt. I think this spurt we should have expected. We should be able to come out of it. This peak, even if this peak, because of local trains opening, it should be very short-lived. I am positive that we have nothing truly there to get panicked about.
Right. In terms of the herd immunity that you just spoke about, how important is that for this wave? Because first time around there was no herd immunity. So what does that essentially mean? What does it mean for the reopen that we've already seen? Any measures that you believe that if one takes, the chances could be very, very less?
I am fortunately a scientist cum immunologist, so I understand what is immunity. When we were stuck with the virus in late March and early April, none had a body which could sense that it is virus. And all of us, we found a huge surge. But I think the antibody levels were fast rising in Indian population compared to the Western population. I myself have done around 8 lakh antibody tests, and the country has crossed more than 50% of antibody presence. Of course, I'm a single private laboratory, but if you ask me personally, that antibody levels only had put a full stop for the virus in the end of September and brought it down to 2 digits in terms of death. So I am firmly a believer of this antibody levels have controlled. And today vaccination is on. Again, an antibody or a vaccination are not killing the virus, they are protecting the body. So there is a likelihood in the wake of vaccination, some people have got some symptoms. Vaccination is known to give some symptoms. And because of the symptoms, the tests were done little more. I am of that opinion, we are testing more today. And that is the reason why there is more positive. And I also want to tell you, rapid antigen test arrival had falsely reduced the number of infections in the country. Today, rapid antigen test is costlier than RT-PCR test. So today, RT-PCR is more done, rapid antigen is less done. I personally believe that also could be a contributor for the apparent rise in the RT-PCR positive cases.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Always good to get perspective from you. That was the management at Thyrocare.